Okay, we're finishing up. This is 419 and 420. We're going to go ahead and do 21, 22, and 23. So 21 says a 3-digit number has the digits 2, 5, and 7. To the nearest hundred, it rounds to 800. What is the number? Show what you found. So how many digits was it? Kent? 3. So go ahead and put 3 spaces up here. Just make you 3 spaces on yours, okay? You know we have 3 digits, okay? And then it has to round. We have 2 benchmarks. It either has to round to 800, where 800 is a small number, or 800 where it's the larger, okay, number. So let's think about it. If I put the 2 in the 100 spot, what can it round to? Heavenly? 300 or 200, right? If I put the 5 in the 100 spot, what can it round to? Anybody know? Brielle? It can either stay at 500 or round up to 600. What about 7? What could that round to if we put it in the 100 spot? King?
800?
It could stay at 700 or round to 800. And 800 is what we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and put the 7 in the 100 spot. So you got 1s, 10s, 100s. Okay? Now our rule is 5 or more raise the score, 4 or less let it rest. So we need to round this up to the bigger number, right? So what does this have to be? I've used the 7 now. I got a 5 and a 2 left. What's got to be there in the 10 spot? Lindy?
5?
Yeah, the 5. Because if I put the 2 there, it's going to round down to, or 700, right? So then that just leaves the 2 for the 1 spot. So 752 is our number. Okay, number 22 says, Emil says, I'm thinking of a number that is greater than 142. So our number that we're looking for is greater than 142. Rounds to 100, when rounded to the nearest 100, rounds to 100 when rounded to the nearest 100, and has a 5 in the ones place. Okay, so it's greater than 42 when it rounds to 100 to the rounds to 100 when rounded to the nearest 100, right? 100, 200, or 0 possibly. 100. Right? And has a 5 in the ones place. So again, I need a 3-digit number. Okay, what could be in the 100 spot and round to 100? Heavenly? It'd be a 1. Right? And it's got to have a 5 in the 10 spot. So it can't be a 0, right? So it has to be a 1 here. So this is not going to be an option. And it has to have a 5. I said in the 10 today. A 5 in the 10, or in the 1 spot, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. But I know I have to have a 5 there. And it's got to be greater than 142. What's that leave?
155? No.
Oh, if it's 155, where's that going to go?
That's gonna go.
Let's put it on our number line. 60, 70, 80, 90. So 155 would be here. Will that work?
Go to 200.
No, that'd round to 200. Can't? What do you think?
We could go to 150 or 140.
Well, we can't go to 150 because remember 5 or more. Okay. If we did 40, 140 won't work because it has to have a 5 in the ones place, but you're getting close. Luke?
200.
No, it's got to round to 100 when rounded to the nearest 100. Lindy?
115.
Well, let's think about it.
Greater than.
115? We go about right here.
Greater than 142.
So let's think about our stuff. Is that greater than 142?
No.
No, so that one won't work. Tyson?
145.
145, right?
No.
Is that greater than 142?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have a 5 in the ones?
Yeah.
And when I round it, if I go next door, it's going to round to 100 because it's 4 or less. Good job, guys. Okay. let's see. We're rounded to the nearest 100. We're just going to do 23, okay? We did 10s yesterday. That way we can get started on our subs. It says, when rounded to the nearest $100, a computer game costs $100.
Computer game.
Which could be the actual cost of the game? Choose all that apply.
110.
Okay, so let's think it through. So when rounded to the nearest 100, okay? So I could have 0 or 100. 100 could be on the high side. Or I could have 100 and 200. And 100 is on the low side. Okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130. Oh, I forgot the one. 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Okay, so let's kind of put our numbers in there. So 10. If I put 10 on our number line, is that going to round to 100?
Nope. No.
So can we use that one?
Nope. No.
Because look. 100, 10s, 1s. You can still look at the hundreds, okay? Because even though it's just a multiple of 10, it can still round up to 100, right? Because if it's like 50 or up. So just because it doesn't have 100, don't count it out. All right, so let's go to the next one, 89. So we're looking at the 100 spot. There's not 100 there. But if I go next door, I have an 8 next door because it's a 0 in the 100 spot, right? So what's that going to round to? Hundreds. Is it going to round to 0? Or is it going to 100? 100 because it's 5 or more, right? 91 is the same way. So here's my 100 spot. Go next door. Is it going to stay 0 or is it going up to 100?
100.
100, right? So that one's good. What about 110? Now we're down on this one. So 110 hits about right here. Okay. Here's my 100 spot. I'm still going next door. Is that 5 or more?
No. Yes.
No, so it's going to round to
100.
100. And here's my 100 spot here. I go next door.
Yes. 5 or more.
5 or more. So what's that going to round to?
Raise the score.
What's it going to round to?
200.
So that one's a no-go, right?
No go.
No-go.
Yeah, but then you have enough dollars to buy it.
It said, well, yeah, but we're looking for stuff that would round to around 100, right? We good? This one rounds to 200, right? Yep.
5 or more. Put a 6 instead of 5.
Well, it looks like a 6, doesn't it? It's just a bad drawing. Sorry.
5 or more. Raise the score.
All right, there we go. Go ahead, start Savas 8-3.